1920s, most major American automobile manufacturers saw sales double, and the Model T still dominated for a while. The Model T sales would peak at over 1.8 million. It wasn't long before other manufacturers were able to offer more modern products closer and closer to the Model T's price. And soon Model T sales began to spiral, a spiral that would continue until the Model T's replacement with the new Model A. The car that would have the biggest impact on the Model T's decline would be the Chevrolet. Now under GM's banner, it was able to offer a much more modern car for a much lower price, and Chevrolet sales climbed almost in direct proportion to Ford's decline. But that success would turn into a decline itself with Ford's new model, but not before Chevrolet sales would climb above 1.7 million, creating not only one of the biggest rivalries in automotive industry, but one of the biggest rivalries in any industry. Willys would remain a top seller, and with the restructuring by Walter Chrysler return to profitability and adding a budget-oriented Whippet model in 1926 helped boost sales even further. And Willys would see a peak in sales of about 315,000. Hudson had built its reputation on smooth straight sixes, and the introduction of the smaller, cheaper Essex line not only boosted Hudson's reputation, but arrived just in time for a declining economy, helping Hudson climb above 300,000 annually. Buick remained a top 5 seller, continuing to offer some of the highest value in the near-luxury field, and Buick sales would peak during this decade at over 265,000. Dodge started out the decade in the number 2 spot, but with the death of the Dodge brothers and the following takeover by Chrysler, prevented them from growing as quickly as many other brands of the period. But Dodge was still able to reach 265,000. GM introduced a new budget version of the Oakland called the Pontiac, which immediately began to outsell its parent division, and Pontiac sales quickly rose to nearly 245,000. Walter Chrysler would take over the Maxwell-Chalmers company, restructure it, and use it as the basis to form Chrysler Corporation, not only taking over Dodge, but also creating the Plymouth and DeSoto divisions. And Chrysler would peak at over 180,000 in annual sales. William Durant would once again be ousted from General Motors and would once again create a new car company of his own, this time with his own name, Durant. The Durant was a so-called assembled vehicle, which is to say that the components were all purchased from other manufacturers and then assembled by Durant, such as engines by Continental and bodies by Budd. And initial success would see sales climb above 170,000, but this type of vehicle would quickly lose favor, as would the Durant itself. Studebaker was still working on improving its reliability and would be the first American car company with a full outdoor proving ground. But still, sales remained shy of 150,000 annually. But the decade would end with a stock market crash and a sharp decline in sales, which we will look at in our 1930s video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.